Welcome back to our show. Before the first, the ending of the, or after the segment, or before the segment, CJ had an intriguing question, ano? Na gusto kong sagutin rin niya ngayon. Yung, ano ba yung kalituhan natin ngayon?
Okay. Maraming nagsasabi na ang dami na daw accomplishment ng administration na ito.
Example kaya?
Pero ang tingin ko, kailangan nating isa-isahin yan.
Oo,
In other words, pilasin natin, no? Ang accomplishment ba ay yung dami ng nasabi ng
Patay.
polisiya o hindi polisiya o approach sa mga bagay. Ano po ba talaga ang totoong accomplishments? At the same time, hindi pa ho ako nakarana sa buong kasaysayan natin na ganitong kahiluhan.
Oo, confusion talaga.
Parang iniisip mo talaga, ito ba ay dahil lamang sa teknolohiya, dahil lang sa agos ng buhay, o ito po ay dahil may isang plano na pag tayo po ay nahihilot, nanghihina, o napapagod na, mas madali pong isulong ang mga bagay na kung tayo ay may buong kalakasan, mahihirapan pong isulong. So, very valid po yung tinatanong ng lahat na authoritarianism or dictatorship ba talaga ang kagustuhan?
Parang
Kasi parang hindi mo matanggal sa usapan yan Lagi na lang may transitory provision na bibigyan siya ng lahat ng powers, etc. So, if you are going to go to a federation, bakit may i-concentrate ang lahat ng powers?
Yan, no? Very contradictory.
Tapos pag sinasabi niyang kailangan ako ang inyong huling baraha, kailangan yung ganitong kalakas na presidente para mag-govern ang bansa, di ibig sabihin yon, ang sinasabi niya sa atin, then a strong unitary government headed by a strong president is what we need.
Bakit ngayon federalismo?
Ngayon, pinapalakas niya, sabi niya, ako ang magsusol, bakit niya i-break up?
Oo nga.
And at the same time, meron provision na ibabalik sa kanya o kanya pa rin lahat.
Paano
Ano po ba talaga ang totoong tangka?
Anong tingin mo?
Kung naniniwala siya na nasa local governments, di dapat straight siya. Move forward along that line. Kung naniniwala siya, a strong president like him solves all the problems of the nation, then a strong unitary government is the same. Bigyan mo lang ng more and more recognition ang participation ng local governments kasi meron na naman tayong local government code.
Hindi ba?
Ayusin mo sa budget. Bigyan mo ng more money yung mga impoverished regions.
Devolution na sinasabi?
Devolution. At actually, ang progress na po ng budget natin, especially the past several years before the last administration ended, mas marami na nabibigay sa poor regions.
Poor provinces.
In fact, kung titingnan niyo po, yung development indices ng ibang regions, nagsa-stand out na yung rate of growth ng ibang regions, lumalakas na. Ibig sabihin, kung talaga lang palang binigyan ng maraming budget yung mga regions, lalakas sila on their own.
On their own.
So, the budget as a tool, the ERA provisions, palakasin lang ng husto yung pag-implement, the local government code, yun na ang solution. Sa sinasabi nilang kailangan palakasin ang mga provinces. Hindi nagaya na ito na kakahilo. 18 federated regions and you don't know whether some of the regions will be able to be viable.
Sabi mo, 3 lang, no?
Sabi kasi ng NEDA, sabi nga ng DOF, sabi nga ng economists, 3 lang naman talaga ang regions na kaya mag-generate ng sarili nilang income enough to fund their infrastructure requirements.
And which are these regions?
National Capital Region, Region 3, Region 4A. Paulit-ulit po yan. Sinabi ni Secretary Dominguez ng Finance, wala tayo actually pera para i-fund yung mga posisyon na madadagdag sa gobyerno dahil sa federal structure na ito. May isang estimate, it's a low of 44 billion to a high of 90 billion, pero kailangan pang i-recompute yun with the concepts that have come out now. So, ibig sabihin, dagdag na namang taxes yan. Dagdag ng presyo.
Pera, di ba?
Siyempre, taxes po, buwis. Buwis sa kakainin natin, buwis sa taong bayan. Tapos, sabi ng mga negosyante, ilang levels of taxation ang haharapin namin? May federal taxes, may state taxes. Ano ang protection mo sa amin? Na masyadong unstable ang fiscal policy. So, masyadong unstable yung investment incentive sa akin. So, ang dami hong tanong na nagtataka ka kung kailangan natin ngayon ng united voice to really push for the development of our country, bakit hindi ho tutukan yung mga things that are really so important?
Yeah.
Stability. Establishment of the rule of law. Everyone is already worried about the rule of law index
Kasi
natin.
the way they treated you, that is definitely not the rule of law. And from the highest of the land, Papa, how can you expect the others to obey the law when the highest instance is the one that is violating the law? Paano ba yan?
Kaya nga may iniisip po ako na dapat lahat ng tao hindi magpalito.
Anong gagawin ng mga tao?
Gagawin lang po nila, ng tingin ko, for the faith-based groups, sabihin lang calmly, ito ang standards ng Bible, itong naiintindihan namin, okay? Ito ang righteous governance, ito ang dapat i-compliant. Now, yung Almighty God recognition in the preamble is there. So, it's part of the spirit of the Constitution, express recognition that only God can help us through this. So, that has to be respected. Not disrespected. And then, ilagay po natin na kailangan ng sincerity dun sa sinasabi niyang oath niya. Article 7, Section 5, to preserve and defend the Constitution. Because he is not supposed to be the initiator of the changes in the Constitution. He's supposed to be the preserver and defender of the Constitution.
But he said it's just a piece of paper. I heard that.
Yan na nga po At ang role, ang constitutional design, the Constitution can be amended or revised at the initiative of Congress or the people, not him.
Siyempre.
Kasi ang duty niya is to preserve and defend the Constitution. Which Constitution did he swear to? The 1987 Constitution. So, yung oath niya mismo, preserve and defend the Constitution, hindi niya po preserve, hindi niya dinedefend. And then, nagsalita na siya na piece of paper lang yan, tapos nga, and all of these issues about his belief in God, hindi
I don't understand. Wala namang katuturan yun sa whatever subject he is saying. But all of a sudden, bakit binanata ng Diyos?
Is it possible
What is the
po na
strategy or agenda?
Is it possible po na we are trying to be made insecure in our core beliefs? Kasi di ba
that's the part of the instabilization of the people, parang gano'n.
Para hindi natin kayang ipagtanggol ang ating pananampalataya at ang ating konstitusyon, hindi tayo makagalaw sa isang environment na hindi tayo sure. So, in some countries, in some writings, that is a political technique.
So, it's really a part of a strategy. Akala ko
hindi ko naman ho alam kung part yan. Kasi
ranting and raving nakikita ko I was horrified by the exegesis na ginawa about the Genesis. Naku, sabi ko, he made a scarecrow which he demolished because that is not my God as a Catholic, no? Yung sinasabi. So, it's really a scarecrow na he himself created by making a horrible exegesis of the Genesis, and then that is what he demolished, and that is what he says is the God of the Catholics.
Ang tingin ko ho, wala ho siyang takot sa Diyos.
Wala kang siyang respeto sa anybody or anything, di ba?
And because we are people of faith, alam ho natin ang consequence nun. So, ang kailangan lang po, ang kailangan idasal po kasi pag ang pinuno yan ang pinapakita, marami hong evil consequences yan sa bansa. So there is really a need for him to reverse his course. Yun nga ho ang appeal ko, please reverse your course because it can only lead to evil for our nation kung ganyan ang mga paniwala niya.
But if we go back to this federalism, hindi ba the moment you change this type to federalism, hindi ba ang hirap-hirap, kunyari nakita mo, nag-experiment ka nito, yung pala hindi maganda or nakakasira, can you revert it to...
Yung mga centers of power in the regions, hindi na ibabalik yan.
Paano yan?
Civil war na po yan. Halimbawa, it's a failed experiment. The poorer regions are not developing. So, they say, balik na tayo doon sa dating unified kasi at least at that point, yung era namin, assured kami na meron kaming enough budget. Ngayon, hindi namin kaya. How will we then conduct a plebiscite again? Those who are
ganun na siya,
those who are able to stand on their own, sasabihin nila, bakit namin ibibigay ang powers namin? Ang ganda na ng control namin sa aming resources at sa aming finance.
Parang may narinig ako, ay nakita ko sa bago nilang na they will daw give to those poorer areas a certain percent of the taxes. Yun ata ang kanilang way of seeing to it that yung sinasabi mong hindi nila kaya ang sarili nilang resources.
Pwede na hong gawin yan even under the present budget
you don't
system.
have to change. Oo, no?
Hindi na kailangan ng constitutional amendment yan.
Oo.
If it's just a matter of allocating,
Oo.
then the allocation of resources comes from the budget. Yung bukod doon sa IRA, no? Meron ng IRA yon. Bukod sa IRA, na assured sila, meron ba hong budgetary allocation? Ang laki-laki ho ng infra, edi i-boost talaga nila yung infra funds nila, yung economic development funds sa poorer regions.
Bakit pa didisturbuhin yung ating
Kaya ho, all the mechanisms of government to
can be there.
make development of the regions more equitable, andun po.
So, but
andun, all of them are there.
Okay, so why then, ano ang hidden agenda dyan?
And ang nakakatakot pa ho ito, pag lumakas yung mga warlords sa areas.
Wala daw dapat dynasty
The dynasty concept is different. The warlord
is different also.
is different. Yung mga warlords na lalakas po sa isang region. Tapos, di ba ho, it's always the central government sending our forces to pacify the region.
Sino papadala mo ngayon?
Na po sila. Ano hong gagawin natin? Ang hirap-hirap nga hong mag-enforce at implement ng law, di lalo na if you don't have a very good judicial, justice, prosecutorial, investigative structure.
And you mean, it's for the state will have its own judiciary.
Hindi ko nga ho alam kung anong gagawin nila talaga. Ang alam ko merong components ng judiciary na i-devolve at merong hindi. So, hindi ko alam. At,
which will go to the national...
And ang police forces o investigative forces, human rights people, COA, hindi ho natin alam anong gagawin nila dyan.
Kaya nga ang importante doon, ipakita man nila sa atin.
That's the first step
so that we can analyze it and say, this one may be good, this one is not good.
Marami ho tayong kailangan. Ang pinakatanong ano bang sinusolusyonan? Ano bang problema ang sinusolusyonan?
Ng federalismo.
Nitong planong i-amend na Constitution, andyan naman lahat ng legal tools. Gusto nilang payamanin ang poorer regions, ibuhos nila ang budget doon. Kayang-kaya. Isang act of Congress lang, budget item nga lang yan, napakadali. Kaysa yung ganito, dadaanin ka pa sa plebiscito, guguluhin mo pong lahat, at bibigyan mo ng centralized powers, all powers to the President, which is completely contrary to the idea of federalism. Bakit mo isa-centralize ang power sa kanya? Sasabihin mo, pag nagkakagulo na, so who is going to decide? Siya lang?
Ay, the dictator na yun.
Di pati judicial power nga, ibibigay mo sa kanya. Ibig sabihin, when he decides that, nobody can question him if you're going to give him judicial power.
Who will judge na meron nga talagang secession? I mean, who will judge that ito, I am, my power kasi talagang may secession? Who made that judgment? Siya rin.
At ang magandang, ang nakakabukas ng isip lalo na doon sa statement na yon, inaamin pala nila na itong eksperimento nila can very well lead to the breakup of the Republic.
Exactly.
Putting that provision means inamin na nila, this can lead to the breakup of the Republic.
So why go into it at all?
Correct.
If it has at all the least possibility na magbe-break up ang Republic, how can you even want to have that as a possibility?
Correct.
Diba?
Kung yun nga ang Supreme Court nagsabi na hindi pwedeng bigyan ang mga agreements na legal effect if it will mean a breakup of the Republic, Supreme Court consistent dyan, dito, this is a direct admission.
Kasi sila na mismo nagsabi. That's why they are going to put this centralized power because of this possibility.
Correct.
If they realize that there's a possibility, why go into it?
Why go into it? Bakit hindi nila nalang aminin na palakasin nilang ang powers ng local governments at gamitin ang budgetary tools, all the budgetary tools para bigyan ng push yung mga regions?
Para lang, kung hindi magugulo tayong lahat di ba? At saka yun ang mahirap nga, pag nandiyan ka na, hindi ka na makabalik.
Hindi na.
Paano yun? How can you go into a parang experimental thing na there is no going back?
And mukhang hindi naman hinihingi. Wala namang public demand
no.
Kasi,
in fact, they don't like it.
Okay,
diba 62% doon sa survey said they do not want federalism.
Correct.
Why are they pushing it through?
So, if they are pushing it through and then self-contradictory yung objectives doon, then there must be another objective. Kaya, hindi mo matatanggal sa mga tao na ang gusto lang niya is centralization of power in
Actually,
himself.
ginagawa na rin niya lang yan. Kasi anything that he says, kahit na hindi directive, ginagawa nung kanyang mga alipores, di ba?
Oo. Tama yan. Kaya nga,
hindi ba ganun na yun?
we have to warn also, especially yung law enforcement officials natin, yung mga police.
Oo naman.
You know, this administration cannot last forever.
Yes.
Yung mga bata sa kanila, lalong-lalo na, when reckoning comes, whether it's in the international front or in the local front, hahabol at hahabol din yan eh.
That brings me to another thing. What about this ICC thing? And
Hindi ko ako updated eh. I really don't know
No, but
much
I mean to
about
say,
that.
not the actual what incident, but what is the power talaga nitong mga ICC na ganito?
Well, they can actually have jurisdiction over all the persons na iimbestigahan nila. There is jurisdiction there. At hindi pwedeng sabihin ng gobyerno na walang jurisdiction. Kasi treaty obligation natin yan eh. Now,
Hindi ba umalis na tayo? Pero hindi ba yun, sabi mo isang taon pa?
2019 pa yung effectivity.
So that means ngayon, hindi pa effective yan.
And then all acts prior to that date of effectivity, covered yan. All acts. So, all the way. And then, may legal question ba na tama ba yung mode of withdrawal natin?
Oo, kasi di ba Senado should, Senate should
Yun ang tingin ng petitioners na dapat ang Senate kasama sa withdrawal because it's a treaty that they ratify.
Ito parang personal lang ang withdrawal. Pwede ba yun?
Ang tingin ng petitioners doon is it's a joint responsibility and
Should
that is
be.
yun ang sinasabi lagi ng Supreme Court joint responsibility ng Senate at ng President ang foreign affairs. Ang foreign
At saka sa akin
ang treaty making powers.
At saka sa akin ang nakakatakot nga dyan is anything he says which he says in parang parang pumasok lang sa isip niya. Why these law enforcers feel that they have to do it? Like yung tambay, hindi daw niya nga sinabing aresto yun, pero ina-aresto nila. Because he said it.
So, duty dapat ng Secretary ng DILG, ng PNP Chief, at ng Head ng Internal Affairs ng PNP, na sabihin that you only follow laws and ordinances that are already in place. Hindi verbal orders lang.
At saka they should not act before they get a written directive.
They should not act before they get a written directive because even the Supreme Court has already struck down a lot of the local ordinances na parang nag-a-address ng tambay issue. And loitering per se is not a crime.
Of course, my goodness. Kaya nga lumalabas yung mga tao. Dahil wala naman silang sala. Mainit sa kanila. Kaya
At sino ang naglo-loiter? Maraming mga nag-aabang lang ng
load. Kagaya
ng load,
pinatay. Well, anyway, it's almost time. So, you just say, I just want to ask you now, okay, personally, are you okay? Ano na ngayon ang, what are you planning to do? At least, momentarily, hindi ka kasi makakapagsabi ng but right now, what is your
I am all right. There is peace in my heart.
Yes.
And my family is all right.
Okay.
The injustice remains. I was ousted by the most unjust decision that they could ever.
That must really hurt,
Yes, that hurts. But I am not bowed nor cowed by the fact that it happened.
Once is that, CJ, that you are not cowed.
So, ang tingin ko kasi in God's time, vindication will fully come. Yung form ng vindication,
You do not know yet.
I do not know. But that should not stop me from trying to work for justice for people. Ang dami nang lumapit sa akin. Mga bata, mga nanay, mga mahihirap.
That's why you really accept anything na basta free ka, no? Today nakita ko, talagang naliwanagan lahat yung mga staff namin at mga teachers. So talagang parang yun ang role mo ngayon, no? I mean, to enlighten people about what is happening and what they can do.
Ang tingin ko kasi yung, sabi kasi nung nanay, no? Pag nakikita niya ako, parang gumagaan ng loob niya eh.
Yung nanay mo?
Yung nanay ni, nung si Nanette.
Oh, yung sa ano,
Si Nanette,
yung AJK,
Oo.
ano.
Pag nakikita daw niya, parang nagkakaroon ng kalma yung puso niya,
Oo.
nalalaman na lumalaban ako.
Oo.
For her sake and others.
Oo.
May mga kabataan sumulat na sa akin how
Talaga?
they are how they are finding their voice, how they are finding hope in the fact that a person like me is standing for what is right.
Yeah, that's true.
And yun ho, sana sana nga maging pananaw ng bawat Pilipino. Ang buhay naman natin dito sa lupa, dali lang yan eh.
Oo nga.
We will have to face eternal consequences of our actions.
That's true.
Dapat tingnan ng bawat Pilipino, ang buhay ba niya linaan niya para sa iba? Did he, she live his life for others? With all the gifts that God has been giving us, did we use our talent and our time to help our fellow men? Yun lang ho naman ang meaningful na life, yung you live it in light of the wisdom that God has given you to please Him, and so that others may have a meaningful life as well.
Oh, thank you so much. That is the very good conclusion for our interview. And I would like to assure you, CJ, that you really are an inspiration to people, because I believe that although fear is contagious, courage is likewise contagious. And you're showing courage, no? And you're standing up like that. It's giving a lot of courage to other people too. So thank you so much, CJ. You will always be CJ in our hearts.
Thank you, Sister Mary John.
So thank you also for watching, and we hope that we have enlightened you somehow. So good night and God bless.